Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. I am pleased to announce that you have finally broken me after months of receiving requests to talk about Classically Abby pretty much every day. I'll do it. I'm not sure why it took me this long. I guess I just felt like I had seen enough of other people's commentary videos. I didn't know if the internet needed like the 200th response to her video about modesty, but then I started looking a little bit more into the situation and watching some of her videos, and I have in fact been intrigued. I'm just going to explain to you, I guess, why I find this situation interesting. I'm not going to respond to the modesty video. I will watch some of her videos though. Don't you worry. I know that's exactly what you want. But first, I just want to explain a little bit about what is so strange about Classically Abby. It's not her content that's particularly interesting. The reason why I've gotten so many requests to talk about her and why so many people know about her, despite the fact that her comment sections would suggest almost no one actually likes her views. The reason why she's so in the spotlight lately is because she's advertising so aggressively across YouTube. Everyone with every sort of political belief is being bombarded with her ads constantly. So naturally, the people who watch my videos and other commentary channels are like, oh my god, this is hilarious, and bombard us with requests to talk about her, and then we all make videos about her, etc. So that's what's going on. If you look at her channel now, and for the past little while, she has great audio and video quality. All of the editing is good. I don't know if she does it herself, but all of the editing is good. The production value is very good. Her videos look good. She has a very strict upload schedule. All of her videos are very scripted, although they vary in the degree to which she presents them like a human versus some kind of nightmare robot. But the interesting thing is, if you scroll back a couple of months in like her upload history, you'll see that at some point her content completely changed from like this chill, tiny vlog channel with no inflammatory titles accompanied by thumbnails of her staring into your soul into whatever the hell is going on now on that channel. This sudden rebranding of her channel and the amount of money that seems to be behind it for all of these ads is conspiracy theory worthy, in my opinion, and we'll get there. But anyway, we will get into reacting to some videos, and I will ramble about whatever I feel like rambling about from there. But first, I need to tell you about this week's sponsor, Function of Beauty. Function of Beauty creates custom shampoos and conditioners suited to your unique hair. Their products are 100% vegan and cruelty-free and contain no parabens or sulfates. They're also making efforts to be more sustainable, with all of their packaging now being 100% recyclable, and their bottles made of recycled plastic. It's super easy to get started. You just fill out a 2-minute quiz on their website outlining your hair type, your goals for your hair, and other personal preferences like what fragrance and color you would like. You even get a custom name printed on the bottle. Mine says Function of Strange. I've been selecting anti-frizz as one of my hair goals since I started using them, and it occurred to me recently that wait, I actually got through this summer without my hair ever turning into a horrible sweaty creature on my head, and that is amazing. That used to be the quintessential Tia summer look. Big thanks to Function of Beauty that none of us have to see that anymore. You've been washing your hands a lot lately? Your hands been getting dry from washing your hands? Because they better be. Good thing Function of Beauty also has custom body washes and moisturizers. Thank you so much to Function of Beauty for sponsoring this video. Remember to click the link in the description below to get 20% off your first order. Oh, and now it's time to suffer, isn't it? Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so this is a video uploaded in the past couple of weeks called 7 Tips to Grow from a Girl into a Classic Woman. Become the mature woman you were meant to be. Now that sounds pretty entertaining to me, so let's just jump into it.
First thing I want to talk about is developing your sense of style. Now, I know I talk about this a lot on my channel, and I know it can seem superficial, but it is not superficial at all. I've always felt like your style has something to do with who you are as a person, and that it really kind of reflects who you are. And I felt like I couldn't say that because people would think that it was superficial for me to care about what I wore.
I agree with the idea that caring about the way that you dress is not superficial. Self-expression through your appearance is very important. I also just find it really ironic how, you know, saying these things, it sounds like she would be encouraging you to look within your soul and figure out who you are, but we know that ain't it. We know there's a correct answer to how you should dress and who you should want to be.
So the cool thing about developing your personal sense of style is that in order to do that, you have to know yourself. You have to know what you like. You have to know what you want to present to the world, and it's much more a reflection of who you are. And trying to figure out who you are is the first step in becoming a woman, in becoming a classic woman.
See, that all sounds like great advice that I have no beef with until we get to the line, figuring out your style is important to becoming a classic woman. You realize that doesn't make any sense, right? What would the point be of discovering your own personal style when The point is to convince everyone to dress like a classic woman. Today, I'm dressed like a gay magician because I like dressing like a gay magician. And however it is that you like to dress, however it is that makes you feel good, is exactly how you should dress, regardless of how revealing or modest it happens to be, regardless of how strange and eccentric it happens to be. That's what's missing from the part of this video where it almost sounds like she's about to give you good advice. I'm 2 minutes into this video, and this is the second ad. There's a lot of ads in her videos is what another thing that I've noticed, because I watched a couple last night just to like figure out what I'm gonna do for this video.
There are certain pieces of clothing, there are certain trends that I do like, but I wouldn't wear them because that's not actually who I am as a person.
For the most part, saying stuff like, oh, I like this, but I could never pull it off, or it's not me. For me, all I hear is, I wish I was secure enough to wear this, or I wish I felt like I was allowed to wear this.
I know that I really like feminine clothing with a masculine twist. I really like button-down dresses, for example. I really like wearing a pair of jeans with a flowier top.
Where's the twist? Where is it? Buttons? Are you trying to tell me buttons are masculine clothing? Wait, I'm trying to go back in my mind. What did I learn about masculine and feminine clothing from biblical gender roles a few weeks ago? Biblical gender roles man would probably agree with me that this statement is full of shit, not that his opinion counts for anything. I'm a 24-year-old man, but I am glad to know how to grow into a mature and classic woman. Girls tell other women how to act, women don't. Oh, you came for her kneecaps, Corey. Is anyone else confused as to why Abby considers her style to be feminine with a masculine twist? The example she gave are button-down dresses and flowy tops with jeans. Is the masculine twist jeans? Like literally just pants? Today I learned that buttons give my outfit a spicy and masculine twist.
Number 2 is engage with your beliefs and really understand them so that you don't feel pressured when somebody else says a different opinion.
The old lock yourself in the echo chamber.
You might feel more defensive when somebody comes to talk to you rather than ready to engage in an open discussion because you do understand your ideas and you can listen to somebody else's ideas with an open mind, because if they do change your mind, it's because they had good enough arguments to do so, not because you're being peer pressured into it, because you know what you believe so strongly.
The vibes are so weird. It's like, what are you saying? What are you talking about? She's telling you that you should engage with people with different opinions with an open mind and listen to what they're saying, but I don't think that she is at all open to changing her beliefs. Essentially, this point is like, make sure you're ready to destroy the libtards with facts and logic. She is telling you to link your identity to your political beliefs in a way that those things cannot be separated and you will never be open to change. That is what she is telling you. Another comment I saw that really snatched her kneecaps in one of these videos was like, who's gonna tell her that being conservative isn't a personality?
The third way to grow from a girl to a woman is to get off social media more than you're on it. We are social creatures and we treat Instagram like it's a social outlet when it isn't. The fact is, being on your phone all the time is not something that allows you to mature because you're feeling that constant pressure from all of these other opinions that may not reflect what you actually believe.
Again, I was like, oh, I was agreeing with her for probably like a solid minute. Like, yeah, Instagram sucks. Like, all I use it for is looking at pictures of fat cats and messaging my friends every once in a while. There's a million good reasons why social media is bad for people's mental health, especially young people, especially young girls. But no, the reason why you shouldn't go on social media too much is to further insulate yourself in your bubble and never listen to any other opinions. Great, got it, cool, love that.
Number 4 is try to embrace being calm and collected and accept what you can't control. Part of growing up is recognizing that life isn't always easy, but that doesn't mean that it's not lovely.
What? I'm gonna fast forward like a minute, because what? She's still talking about being a mature, calm woman. Okay. I don't understand the urge to create an advice channel or like advice style content. If you've had a great journey to becoming a mature, calm woman, like, I don't care. Why put so much effort into trying to preach that to other people? Why does this channel exist? That's the question that intrigues me so much. Hi, hello, how you doing? This is Editing Tia here. How the fuck did I miss this the first time around? Just be calm and collected and, like, don't worry about things you can't control is absolutely a jab at everyone who's a little, not calm about injustices in the world right now. Everyone who's fighting to, like, not get murdered or not have to live on a planet that's on fire, maybe you should just, like, calm down. You're being really immature right now. Don't you want to grow up into a mature classic woman? This is some ignorant trash. Queer people and people of color literally only have basic human rights because our predecessors were, not calm about being treated like garbage by society. Our generation has it better thanks to them, but we should very much still be angry about things that are wrong with the world. Abby saying shit like this at best comes off like she doesn't care because it doesn't affect her, and at worst, I don't even want to ponder the possible implications of this at worst. I've heard people call her the new Girl Defined, or like say that she's the same as Girl Defined. Classically Abby, I think, is actually more progressive about everyday things like women having careers and shoulders. But that arguably makes her more sinister because I do think she's a lot more approachable than Girl Defined. She's more palatable to regular and even non-religious women. She just mesmerizes you with her penetrating gaze and uncomfortably expressive eyebrows, and then she rips off the wig and she's Ben Shapiro. She's his sister. Likely story. This is called Conservative Women, It's Our Time.
Social media, celebrities, influencers, and YouTubers. So much of the time it feels like one worldview. I'm a conservative influencer. Being a conservative woman in today's day and age is not easy. Conservative women are the backbone of American society.
Okay, maybe you should take a look at American society right now and evaluate whether that's a good thing.
We prioritize marriage and children, support our husbands, and support ourselves. And we shouldn't have to remain silent about our views, like I did. For years, you've been forgotten and left behind as magazines and movies decided you're outdated.
Let's talk really slowly for them here for a second. Just because other people have rights now, it doesn't mean that you don't. You're not obligated to get gay married now, Jessica. Like, nobody cares how you live your life. We care once you start trying to preach that to other people and to say that we shouldn't live the way that we do. I am perfectly happy to coexist in this world with trad wives, furries, Attack on Titan fans. You'll notice the like-dislike ratio on this video is just a bloodbath. Every comment I've seen is negative. How much money is this woman spending on ads? She won't go away. How many damn times do I gotta tell YouTube I don't want this? At this point, I just click these ads to dislike and read the comments. Calling yourself an influencer is like giving yourself a nickname. So she's getting a lot of views on some of her videos. That's not all her videos. I'd say she probably gets like 10 to 40,000 views on a video regularly, but she also posts like 4 times a week. So she's probably making a decent amount of money off that. But anyway, this is one of her viral sensations, and it very much feels like an ad to draw people in. And the funny thing is, it hasn't worked. It's not working at all. The response is overwhelmingly negative. Obviously, that doesn't matter if she's still making money off of it, if that is the main goal. I think another one of the reasons why I was apprehensive to even make a video on her was because whatever she was doing was very effective at getting videos made on her, and I think in my conspiracy theorist little brain, I was like, what if that's the point? Like, what if the whole point is just to, like, be #controversial and create outrage? Her content is reminiscent of Girl Defined to me in the way that it's all very centered around, oh, look at me, look at my life, look how aesthetic it is and how happy I am. Don't you want to be more like me? She's very insistent on her brand as a conservative influencer, and I do think that the word influencer, in all of the most soulless and vapid connotations of that word, is very fitting for her. I think this sort of content, like when she does it, when Girl Defined does it, it functions exactly the same way as influencers showing off brand name expensive things and fake bodies. The point is to create this fantasy and then to sell it to young women for your own gain. She's probably trying to swoop in and steal audiences from those more typical types of influencers and instead use the exact methods on them to transform them into Christian wives instead. Sorry, she's not Christian, she's Jewish, but conservative wives. The question though is still, why? Having read the entire Girl Defined book, I have videos on that if you want to have a terrible experience with me, but having read the entire Girl Defined book, I think the main reason that they do what they do is because they have massive egos. They're the mean girls from high school who grew up and now they put other women down for showing too much elbow instead of forgetting to wear pink on Wednesdays. I don't know. I don't know if Abby fits into that category. She strikes me as more of a human person than Girl Defined. Just, you know what I mean? So I don't know if she fits into that category. And honestly, there's such a strategy and so much money behind what's happened to her channel that I'm tempted to go full conspiracy theorist and say maybe this isn't even her agenda at all. Maybe it is just as simple as money and attention with her, and all of the points in her videos seem so shallow because they are. It's all just garbage nonsense to, you know, fill time and outrage some people and whatever. There's certainly enough ads in her videos to back that one up. I don't know, there's so many evil soulless influencers out there, but this case is a lot more interesting because there's a political ideology at the center of it. We've got a few options. She's just very vain and gets off on telling other women that they should live their lives more like her because she's just so great. Someone else is paying her a lot of money to become a conservative influencer and to do her darndest to sell this kind of ideology to young girls. Option 3, it's really just Ben Shapiro in a wig. Whatever the hell is going on, it gives me faith in the world that it's not working for her, that everybody else sees exactly how nonsensical everything she says in her videos is. Y'all are doing alright. Your country may be on fire in every figurative and literal way, but at least we can roast the people who are setting it on fire on the internet together, right? Everything's great. So anyway, on that cheerful note, no. On that lovely note, thank you so much for watching. Patreon, I do Q&As on Patreon, on Discord, on my Patreon Discord server every single Wednesday, so you can support me there if you want to participate in those. And I'll see you in another video next week, or in approximately 2 weeks, depending on how good I am at uploading.